Here it is. Heart rate. Measuring.
Well, it just took it 1 minute ago.
Well, I know. Well, it wasn't on my thing yet.
Well, while his is testing, I will tell you one of the things I like about my watch, and that is this here, the activity app. I am not the world's most active person. But I like this because it gives you a goal and it tells you when you've completed it and when you've gone past it. And like I have only exercised for 15 minutes out of 30, which is pretty lame. And I've stood 10 hours out of 12, not literally standing. It's just you stand for like a few minutes out of every hour. And there's 12 hours in a day that they, because 12 hours at night, 12 hours during the day, they only give you 12 hours. But I've stood for 10 times in 12 hours, which I guess is okay. And what was the other thing I liked? Oh, yes, you can ping your phone.
If you lose your phone?
If you lose, oops, okay, I can end that. And then if I swipe up, this little button here, ping my phone. And it pings my phone.
If you're within Bluetooth range.
Yeah, if you're within Bluetooth range. I really like that. And then I can go to music, and it says music, and let's see what's playing on my phone. Nothing, apparently. Oh. Okay, I think it's Peter and the Wolf. We'll go past... Yes. I don't like Peter. There we go. Have some nice Celtic music.
And you control the volume and this, and skipping forward and backward from the song.
I'll turn up the volume. That wasn't working very well. Yeah, I think it's turned up all the way. Yeah, it was turned up all the way. But I really like that feature because I like having music.
Without having
There's
to
my
fumble
heart
with
rate,
your phone.
and I have 43% battery remaining, and I'll still probably charge mine tonight, even though it's probably not. I charge mine every 2 nights, every other night, and I also put it to power reserve every night when I go to bed. And that seems to help the battery last a little longer. At least in my opinion. I don't know if it's actually helping, but...
Well, the power reserve will just hold power through the night, so by the time in the morning, when you get ready to go, it's not down to 1 or 2%. You can actually have power left off where you left off when you went to bed.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
And then the other thing I noticed is, like, these buttons here, you don't want to press those. I didn't realize that pressing that, I thought it had to do with something else, and the watch band came out. That's where the watch band comes out. See, if you press that button, let's see if I do it. Oops.
Let me press mine.
Because my screen's on.
Yeah, but when you buy new bands or replace bands, different colored bands, that's how that's the band release button.
What, they can't see the camera. There you go.
But there's a little button there. That's a band release button, and it just slides right out and then locks right back in when you put the new one in.
Like that. Oops. Cancel. But the thing I noticed, which is why I kind of want to try on a Melanie's belt or Melanie's strap, because I do like these bands are very comfortable. Very comfortable. I do like it. But I want the option of, say I go out to a fancy restaurant or something and I'm wearing, like, that. I want the option of maybe putting a different one on. The Melanie's one comes with a little metal thing here that I think will slide into the sport watch in there. I don't know if it will or not. It's something I would have to ask an Apple person. And someday I will do that, but not now because they're $150 for a Melanie's band as opposed to $50 for another sports band. So that's not something I'm into right now. But I also don't want to spend like another $400. So I can get a stainless steel one that comes with a Melanie's band. If the Melanie's band does not go on here, I will probably stick with the sports band. Because, all that the higher priced watches are is material and looks. Because they do everything the sport watch does. They're just fancier. Like, I don't think I could ever allow myself to spend $17,000 on a gold Apple Watch. when it does the same thing as the Sport Watch does.
Because as far as we know, they have the same processor. They have the same.
The only
everything.
difference is instead
Materials.
of what does this have? Instead of Ion X glass that the Sport one has, that has sapphire glass. Instead of an aluminum case, it has stainless steel or gold or whatever. And instead of the Sport band, it has the leather band or something. And it's a fashion statement, in my opinion. You might disagree with us, you might not. You know, my thought is if you can get by with this, I mean, if you're a multi-billionaire and you have nothing but money to burn, then by all means go drop 17 grand on an Apple Watch edition.
But if you don't know for sure whether you like them, start out with one of these. And then if you want to spend the more money on them,
more power to you. Have fun. But I mean, we are not billionaires. We are not millionaires. We're not even thousandaires, if that's a word. So we went with the Sport model, and mine was actually on sale, or I probably wouldn't have gotten an Apple Watch because, yeah. Anyways, that is all I had to say on the Apple Watch. Anything else you have to say on the Apple Watch?
The one thing that there's a setting on the phone and stuff where this will mirror the settings on your phone, but you can also in the settings change a lot of them here on what hand you're going to wear them on, what side the crown is on, and that makes a difference on when you lift your watch up. It has a setting of turn screen on when you lift your wrist that you have to have it set correctly in order for it to decipher whether you're looking at your watch or not. That's how the movement is. So just be aware of that when you have your watches, that you need to set your which hand, which side the crown's on, and all that.
Then you do that when you set up the watch. It'll be in your Apple Watch app. Mine's already set up, obviously, but normally you get a screen here that says, "Welcome to Apple Watch, please pair a watch." Mm-hmm. And then it'll go through all the different, this is how what wrist are you going to wear it on? What, where do you want your crown? Blah, blah, blah.
And it is on settings on your watch, too, under general settings.
And then the other thing, I am sorry for the glare, but the other thing I like about the Activity app, while I'm talking about the Activity app, is it comes on your phone, too. And it lets you track it, and you click achievements, and it gives you these little, like this. I got this achievement yesterday. I'm not sure what it's for. Longest move streak. You earned this award for your longest daily move streak, 11 days ending 1/29/16. And it spins. And then it has the date you won it and what it was for, and a little Apple symbol on the inside, and then it goes back. And then you go back to achievements, and all of them will do this when you get an achievement. And it's like it kind of makes it look like, oh hey, I achieved something, even if you're like the world's worst exerciser like me. Me and my couch are really intimately acquainted. But I guess I did have a little more to say, but
Yeah. And I might have one more if you're interested. The camera app, if you have your camera open on your phone, you can remotely take your picture, set your phone up somewhere, and take your picture with your watch.
I did that once. I tested it with him by the Christmas tree. I came in the office, and he was in the front room by the Christmas tree, and I tested it. And I tested it with my daughter. I set my phone up, or our daughter. I set my phone up in the front room where she apparently didn't notice it. And I came in here, and I asked her to leave the Christmas tree alone because she likes to touch things that don't belong to her. She's 5. All 5-year-olds do it. So I turned the camera app on my watch. And I looked at it, and sure enough, she's poking the Christmas tree. And I walked out, and I asked her what she thought she was doing. She said, "I wasn't doing anything, Mama." I said, "Yes, you were. I saw you on my camera." And the look on her face when so, it does work. I did see her touch the Christmas tree. I believe she broke an ornament, but, life goes on. It's part of having a 5-year-old. And in our case, a special needs 5-year-old, but that's not an issue. That's not the issue. So, anyhow, I like to go off on little tangents in case you can't tell. Sorry. Anything else?
I think we're good for now.
Okay. Well, If you like this video, please click like and subscribe and leave a comment or two if you have thoughts about the Apple Watch. We'd like to know your opinion, and we will talk to you later. Bye.